Yeah. If you didn't have somebody hunting you in the cyberpunk area, then you could quite literally pop over to the barber shop, get a big backpack thing, strength it back with you, come back into here where the regen is fierce and you are sexy, and make shit happen. But you have people hunting you there that have not been dealt with yet.
Yeah, but I can still, the foam stuff exists now. I'm sure it's better in the future.
Oh, it's so much better in the future. Now it's definitely much slower, much more cumbersome, not nearly as reliable, won't give you nearly as big a bonus, etc. The cyberpunk shit is going to be so much better that you'll wonder why you didn't slit your own throat. Dun, 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 dun.
So is this place near the docks at all? No. Okay.
Yeah. But I will tell you that it's possible to get there without digging. Good luck.
Well, I can get rebreather here.
Yeah.
And
it's still a scuba diving role. You may get hung up on something and then live underwater until you finally die.
Well, shit happens.
Yeah, okay.
I'll get a rebreather, and I'll get tooled up and go explore, I guess, here.
Great. It's back in the sewers because, it eventually you realize that the enemy. I like that in both these zones, the enemy that you and Pete made is so dangerous it threatens the entire party, or should I say, all of the parties. You're thinking that bitch needs to be dealt with, but it should be a challenge for you, by God, to deal with it. So, where would you like to go in?
Hold on. Doing some things first.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, got that. Oh yeah, that is that. Ah, that's awesome. That makes life so much easier.
What's that?
Well, my will times 3 is 60 now, so it's much easier to get spells to work.
Oh. In 1972, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. They died in prison. Dun, 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 dun. It's now much later than 1972. Are you putting on your usual protective of the phase? Of course, using phase when you're saying a rebreather and shit doesn't matter because just like your clothes, it sticks with you. But it's funny to think of all that shit falling to the ground, then you go, and the sad thing is that the part of the big reason for scuba diving with a buddy is so they can get you out of bad shit if it happens to you, assuming they're competent and all. But you realize that even if you die, it might not kill you in this zone. So if you're like, fuck it, I die, I'm going to come back, I'd let that happen, of course. But if you're like, it's getting late anyway, and then I would have your corpse in there and then somebody could haul it out, give you CPR, and you'd be back if it was just drowning because your head doesn't separate. Which would be a big surprise for them. It's like calling Chris. But
that's fucking hilarious.
It's fucked up, dude. That'd be the nice thing about having people constantly on call and shit. It's like, oh, you've been revived. Ha motherfuckers, no death penalty for me. They'd be like, are you the one that has us hunted in 2 different zones? And you'd be like, nope, that's Pete. See ya.
Okay.
So, you are where do you wish to go down in the sewers? I'm hoping that eventually somebody figures out clever shit, but until that happens, yeah.
I'm going to go. So, does McKay have properties here?
You're in Red Carpet.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go to see if he has properties?
I'll go to where I know the properties would be.
Oh, are you talking about the basement apartment?
Yeah.
You're there. Yeah. It's kind of he does, because the building is called McKay Properties or something stupid like that, or JMK or whatever. And you go on down to the basement after you ring all the buzzers, ring, and somebody lets you in. Then you go down the basement. By God, the hinge has been removed. You lug your rebreather, all this tool up shit, and you're like, you just fucking hump it in, and then you go through a slope up, and then through a and then you get to the tunnel, and it ends, and you're like, where the fuck is the buried futuristic city?
Right.
It's
That's
not
on
in this one.
cyberpunk.
It's in the cyberpunk. Yeah, you're like,
Okay.
God damn. But you can go the other way out of the basement, and that'll get you somewhere else.
Okay.
Two different doors and basement. So you go the other way, it goes to a slope down, and then you get to a maze that you probably give me a direction sense or a navigate land roll. Either one, your choice.
Well, I think I fucking got it.
If you don't, then you just keep getting kicked around at random, which is fun too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Neverland.
Your choices are Back the Way You Came, Slope Up, or Strange City.
Strange City. What?
Have you been to Strange City before?
No.
Okay, well, you just that quickly stumble into some new shit, and you're like, what the fuck is this? So let me tell you all about Strange City. Poor Chris. There it is. A vast collection of lamps and lanterns have been hung around the ceilings and walls. Some are hung from iron hooks, others placed directly into the ground. No two lamps are the same. Iron, wood, paper, ornate, elaborate, simple, all over the place. And it looks like, imagine kind of a simple city that's been partially buried. So you can see like corners of buildings and stuff sticking out. And in what would be the city center, you see a big fountain, and the water comes out and it flows down into a very unnaturally still fountain basin.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what's here. From here, you can go either toward a circular room, toward what looks like a dragon's head, climb up, or back the way you can.
Circular room first.
You go into a circular room covered in strange runes. In the center of the circular room is a big fucking rock that has a very small slit at the top. Maybe it's like this wide or so on the very tip top. And yeah. The slit itself is maybe a centimeter, 2 centimeters thick.
Can you describe that again so I can write it down?
Just imagine a big round room, fucking runes all over. And then in the middle of this big round room is a big fucking rock. And there's a slit in top of the rock. I mean, you could use it like maybe it's a giant piggy bank rock. You're not sure.
I cut myself and bleed into the slit.
All right, no problem. You heal back up. Nothing happens. You're still surrounded by strange runes.
Like, does my finger go into it? Or like what is?
Yeah, you can put part way in. I mean, the slit's about this wide and about this long.
Oh, like.
And then it goes down, God knows how far.
So, like a sword goes in there or some shit?
Yes, exactly like that. Fucking take a card. Exactly like that. That would totally work. Yes, there could, like, if you've got, do you have a sword? No, you got a lightsaber.
Oh,
you have a
you're right.
regular sword? I was going to say, I'll bet you
I have a lightsaber now, so yeah. But I mean, I can go get a regular sword right quick. That's not too rough.
You could if you wanted. One-handed, two-handed.
I'll get a one-handed, like the average weapon that you think of when you think of this is like a broadsword, so something that looks akin to like King Arthur's sword.
Great. You come back and it's too small.
So I need a two-hander.
Okay,
I go out, get a two-hander, come back, put it in.
Just right.
Does anything happen?
Now.
Can I twist it?
No. There's runes around the wall. You can give me reading these strange runes, and if you make it, I'll tell you what they are, and you'll get a check in that language.
They're not magic runes?
They could be, but if they don't seem to be trying to help you in any way or hurt you. They look like just some asshole carved in the wall. Could be old graffiti. If you make this, then you may end up bashing your head against the desk repeatedly. If you do, then I may have to go to a bathroom to pee, so I don't pee myself. Did you get your card already?
Yes, I did. I'm going to play...
If you have a comprehend, that would really be a kick in the jubblies.
I'm going to play a replenish, and then I'm going to retrieve it.
Good, man. Would you like me to sing the A-Team theme song for you again?
Oh, that's okay.
All right. I like it when other parties are leaving passive-aggressive notes with people for you. That made me so happy.
All right, I'm going to make my language roll.
Good luck.
Got it.
Motherfucker. Right, you pick up a check in Hyperborean. Again. Essentially, what all these runes eventually come down to, like if you were to condense it down into the main message, is death to Zog. Dun, dun, dun.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm. You're really curious as to, apparently there should be a sword in the stone. It appears that it's been looted. Dun, dun.
Zog must have came through and gotten his sword and left.
No?
No.
Now, you're pretty sure that this is a death to Zog sword. Whether that means it's magic or special or something. Yeah.
All right. Well. There's other places to go now. So there's a dragon head?
Yes. Imagine here's a tunnel.
Hold on.
Yeah. Here's the tunnel, and that dragon went, yeah, oh, I'm stuck. And his mouth is closed, but if he has to open his mouth, you could probably walk through the tunnel. Yeah?
Okay.
Or maybe you'd live inside dragon, but it appears to be made of stone.
And then there's an up and a down, or what?
You can climb down. Those are your only choices. Oh, by the way, give me a danger sense roll for something odd.
God damn it, I think I got it.
So sorry. Oh, it's climb up. Sorry, it's climb up from here. Or back to the maze. So you visited everywhere except for the climb up.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. Good.
Oh, excellent. Everything's fine.
I'm going to pay. I'll be back.
So, neat.
Open for Zog. Okay, well, I tried. Kill Zog. No. Okay. So I'm going to go climb up.
Right. Oh, give me a spot hidden roll, -30, super subtle, probably miss it.
Stop it. Stop looking at me.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Holy shit, when you did that, the fountain that was kind of like bubbling a little bit in your direction is bubbling like straight upright again. So you go over to the climb up, and it appears to be just a normal one-story fall if you should fuck this up.
Is there anything in the water?
You stop, you go back to the water. No, it's perfectly ordinary.
I poked the water.
You know how, like, it seemed to kind of move away from your finger when you're poking at it.
Why are you watching me?
It begins to form like a water humanoid creature. Give me a small sandy roll, as it doesn't look like the happy fun type.
Got it.
You say, I get stranger shit in my cereal box. No problem. And then it says in a very watery voice, like a drowned man, you shall leave this area, or my servant shall deal with you.
I
He
just want to
is
know.
the Rock.
The Rock's a
Cut to-
bitch. Okay, so anyway, how do I get through? How do I get through the dragon over there?
That is his quest, to find a way to open the dragon's mouth. He must find the correct thing or spell or something, and then it shall open. Open. Rock's a bitch. Wow. It appeared to be a bit taken aback because you seem to speak with the authority of somebody who knows him.
I got a world of pain. I got to discard all my shit.
Bummer. Un at a time. This creature looks. I'm just seeing if you can get it in a roundabout way. By the way, hiking or climbing up this even small cliff with a rebreather and stuff, pain in the ass. Just so you're aware.
Where did the sword go that was in the other room?
It was taken by an evil presence, a servitor of white.
So Alex has it, huh?
Yes.
Why didn't you just say that instead of being all cryptic? Jeez. Alex has the Zod sword, or Zog sword.
Yes. It admits rather grumpily, as it seems that despite it having a strange hidden city far off from the normal sewers, that people just tramp through here on a fucking often basis. It looks as grumpy as it's possible for water to get. But now you know the shape of water. Maybe you can get an Academy Award for that bullshit, you think?
And you're trying. Why do you need to get past the dragon head?
I am the sewer. I am Brown AI. You realize at this point it's not all water. And Brown has the underground.
So you're the master of the underworld?
Yes. Well, not the underworld.
So you yourself are the essence of Brown.
I am, to a degree. As far as humans can understand it. Are you a human?
Are you number 2? Are you one of 2 or 3?
What?
Are you the avatar of Brown? Or are you actually Brown?
No, I'm Brown.
You're Brown.
But the Rock shall deal with you, insolent mortal.
And what are you here for? Like, why do you exist?
Why do you wear sunglasses underground?
Because I wear my sunglasses at night so I can.
I see. It says, this is my lair.
Oh, this is your lair.
Yes.
And you can't get out of your lair.
Why would I want to?
But then why is he on a quest to open the dragon?
So that my influence may be expanded.
Oh. So you're the essence of the sewer.
Yes. All sewers.
Aren't all sewers just really one sewer?
You are a philosopher.
No, it's kind of the way that the world seems to be working. So do you exist in all different shadows?
Shadow?
Tell me why I shouldn't slay you right now.
You cannot.
No?
No, I don't
Why
believe
not?
so. Because I don't think you have the capability to. Why do you torment me?
So
Do not go against me, or the sewer shall go against you.
what does that mean exactly? Are you sure? You're just trying to sound ominous?
It crosses its arms and says, listen, it'll be some bad shit.
Can you lift some of these damn like cave-ins all over the place?
No, you should be able to do that. You are human. You have musculature and stuff. That is what I have servitors for. I exist to know, not to do.
You don't seem bad. Like I'm trying to like.
No, not really. My servitor is a good boy. Maybe not the best or brightest human I've ever seen, but he is very loyal. And plus, he wears the horse codpiece so that I may see things through it. Yes.
Hmm.
And since it is sticking out of his pants at all times, I see what it sees. And sometimes I can speak through it. He has been very good to me. And because of this, I am able to allow him to travel through the sewers because they're all one sewer. Except for Tokyo. I don't know what's up with that city. But are you attempting to serve me? Is that why you are here?
I'm actually trying to kill one of the higher servitors of Yellow.
But you know what will happen when you do. I have heard of this. Then you shall become yellow if you're a sorcerer.
Why is that?
Because it is the essence of yellow. All sorcerers can feel where the yellow is, and they are drawn to it to slay it, for death is the domain of yellow. But when they take yellow into them, then they are able to cast much magic all the time. But they constantly are hunted by every other spellcaster for the power, the raw power. He clenches his water fist, and there's a small turd in there that he then hides behind his back. You're a small plop in the fountain. Give me an empathy roll on this guy and a psychology roll.
Yeah.
He and the Rock are made for each other. This creature, though, not all that. He's not very the creature himself, unlike Rock, who is a brave and noble individual and such. This creature, not all that bright, but also not very grasping. He's pretty much content to be down here. What this spreading of domain is and stuff, you're not sure. Going through a horse codpiece, odd. But yeah, it doesn't seem a bad sort as far as you serve a much creepier fucking master. I'll give you that. Much creepier. Much. By the way, just so you know, if you no, never mind. Cancel that. Yeah, I was gonna say if you ever get new Matrix powers for any reason, then they change. If you ever get if you were to get reestablished, like if you were to die and then go to Indigo and go, I died, and he goes, I still love you, then you'd get the same powers.
So how do you spread your domain?
My servant takes special magical stones and he puts them where he thinks that they will be of interest to me so that I may watch and learn.
That's the only way?
What, is there a better way? I've heard of a better way, but I do not have electricity here. Otherwise, I could get something called VT. And with VT, or is it VD? I think it's VD. With
TV?
VD, what?
TV?
Easy VD?
No, just TV.
Oh, is that it? Yes, then I would see other things as well. But the rocks, through the rocks, I can do it. But only my servitor may spread my rocks. He will get them off to distant places.
Right.
First ask, now this, you think. It just never ends.
So what would you do for me if I brought you the gift of TV?
What do you want?
Easier passage through your sewers.
I cannot, only for my servants. My servant, if you became my servant, then you could go where you wish. But I could give a one-time boon once for this VD. Give me VD. Later, he shall get my rocks off to that dimension.
Yeah, so this is the thought process that I had as soon as she said "give me VD," is like going, fucking a prostitute, and then coming over here and jerking off into the pool.
Wow. It just never ends here. Just imagine you're a minor god of some sort, and some guy's like, "Here you go, buddy," just jerks off on you. You feel better now. So wrong.
All right. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna buy a crappy, like, a TV.
You can get a really light. You can get a single sheet of, well, a very thin TV. But the problem is the electricity. You need the electric company. The electric company.
I'm gonna run an extension cord underneath the door and just bring it all the way down here.
That's a long fucking way. Right. Cut two. You blew the entire day, and you've got it hidden as well as you can under the shitty rugs and shit.
No, I'll tell you, the whole reason for doing this is so they can come back and he's watching TV. Oh, yeah. That's the real fucking reason I'm doing this.
Great. He will open a trip for you whenever you need it. But let's see. I'll make a note extension cord. Because you know they're going to be like, we follow the extension cord? And won't that be fucking fun?
And then I have MCC actually install cable here.
They do that. Yeah. Wow. Just refill your hand because you're making life special for the others. And they'll be like, who brought your TV? He never said his name.
One of the PC's magic items disappears.
Ooh. Have decoder rings. Is one of those going away?
Yes. If you have negative favors with any one NPC? No, I don't.
Yes, you do, actually. We're not really doing the favors, but Lopan and the other lady who both hate you so much. What's it say happens if you
one of them does something bad to me?
They can't find you. You're in the fucking sewer. But they are trying. They're both actively trying to kill you. I don't know how much worse it can get.
That's kind of why I was like, okay.
Yeah. In front of the fountain. Cool. That's going to cause a little bit of what in the fuckness right there. I like it. Okay. Well, that maze is pretty much toast because believe me when I say the god of the sewers is not letting anything take out his fucking extension cord because oh god, he's going to become a soap opera junkie. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. The only tricky bit is you have to make a whole separate going out and then coming back again to bring him a waterproof um, plug into the extension cord type remote control so that it could adjust the channels and shit. Because it doesn't want to watch the same thing all the time. Imagine the damage you could do if you just left it on with Fox
Oh,
News.
Logan, you haven't have you seen the new remotes that they have?
Huh.
Oh my god. So I would tell him all you need to do is hit this button
Mm-hmm.
and it will like a little microphone will appear on your TV screen and you tell it what you want to watch and it will come up on the TV screen. And then you hit it again and then it will actually select that for you.
Okay. It tells you that whenever you want to go somewhere, come here, and then it will give you directions which will change depending on the day, the time, and all that. Basically, you're going to end up walking through the sewer for 2 hours, and then you'll be in whichever other sewer you want. It's a one-way ticket.
Okay. Before I actually want to go somewhere. However, I just wanted to see what's up the ladder right quick first.
Great. You leave your shit here so you don't have to take it all with you. Climb up and find a cave-in.
Right. I go back down. It's
Yeah.
cave-in. That's okay.
Yeah.
Get all my stuff back on.
That's why nobody has ever gotten through there. Yes.
I go, okay, so I need to get to this address. And I'm sure it is the Wing Chong Exchange.
It doesn't understand that. It's like, which reality is this?
The red carpet.
No, I mean, I can send you to a different reality.
Oh!
Once. I don't know where things are here because nobody set up seeing stones for me there. If you were my servitor, it says, attempting to tempt you into it, then I could give you stones to set up there. But if you're not a servitor, then you cannot get the stones.
No, it is probably best I do not help you in that way.
All right.
As we can be allies for now.
It sees if it can. It's going to try its special feeling to give you at least some direction to go in. It will give you some vague cryptic shit. It says, do you have a codpiece with an animal head on top that has a mouth?
No.
Oh, I could try to communicate through that.
Why do you communicate like that?
Because one came to me and he taught me that that is the appropriate way for a god to communicate. And that man's name was Alex Kinley. Alex Kinley. Little itty bitty water creatures form in the background singing, Alex Kinley. And so it shall.
Can you be servitor to multiple? Or no?
No, it says.
Okay.
Alex Kinley. That's enough. He's got it. They sink back down. Good.
Okay.
The Hitler channel. Who is this Hitler? Oh, he seems nice. And right, for the vague directions, I will now give them to you in super vague form. Let's see here. Hold on, let me find the place first so that I know where it is. Alex, stop it. Beyond the flooded tunnel If you can find the stairs of the dancing mushrooms, you are on the right track. But beware the creature in the wall. Yeah. I love having a detailed enough place I can give you shit like that. Yeah. You stare at it for a while. You're glad you brought your rebreather. You think scuba rolls are coming up soon. You hate your life.
It seems like it. It seems like I gotta go to by the Death Bridge because there's that farm of mushrooms.
No, you know that it's not over there because that didn't go anywhere. That was like the size of the room I'm in type thing. It's just a little mushroom farm. Or pretty much psychedelic mushrooms that the RPCs thought weren't psychedelic and ate. Awkward. It tells you that it is not far from where the hostile AI used to live, but through the maze, through the water, and through up and from the mushroom stairs. But the hostile AI sensed me and knew that I would be the god of the underworld, and it left. Though I did not have any quarrel with it, but it scarpered.
Okay.
There's nothing worse than finding out the area you need to go is close to the area you used to live.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that I can get to really easily.
Yeah, you wish you had a flying car here.
Yeah, but I also know how to get there from the outside entrance.
Got to? You and all your shit are back at your old evil lair. Between you and the way you came in, which is various entrances throughout the hidden places of downtown, then modern built sewers, shallow water covering the tunnel floor, then maze, then empty room, then the lair. There are, like, if you were back at the maze, then you know this well enough, I'll just tell it to you. It either goes long tunnel, flooded, which does not currently go anywhere else, but may in the future. More question mark. Let's see. Or shallow water covers town floor back to the modern sewers, which you know you don't need to go to. Or shallow water covers the tunnel floor. Actually, that's fairly clear to at least Doc Fulton.
Because that's the modern sewers, because over there is the Great to Indigo. Then there's
no, I'm saying that there's water covering the floor, like going out of the maze, close to where Indigo used to live. There's definitely some flooded areas over there. You just gotta go, like, you leave the lair, you go back to the maze, and you don't want to go shallow water covers the floor back to the modern sewers. There's a different shallow water covers the floor, and it goes climb down and then flooded area type shit.
Okay, I will go that way.
Yeah, you actually know this area well enough that I am helpful on it because you came here a lot. You remember chasing Igor around when you were dressed in the French maid outfit and stuff? So, right, you go shallow water covers the floor. Now comes a bit of a tricky climb down into water. If you don't want to climb, just jump off, you could, but climbing's safer.
I'm a monkey, so it doesn't matter.
That's true. Okay, you have two different options. You could either go flooded, that you can swim around in, or you can go flooded that you swim down through.
I'll go do flooded that I swim around in first.
All right, it's a simple swim roll, not that hard.
I didn't get it.
Fortunately, you're wearing a rebreather. Unfortunately, you seem to be having problems going anywhere with it.
Fine, I'll go the other way.
All right, you go the other way. Fuck it. Give me a simple swim roll or scuba. I don't care which.
Correct.
Fine. You swim down, you go under a bunch of shit, and eventually you begin swimming up, and you come to some stairs carved with dancing mushrooms, a very wide staircase. This isn't probably the right mushroom staircase, so you turn back and hang yourself. No, wait. Yeah, you've never seen this before. In fact, you may be the first person to ever see this.
I continue going.
No problem.
Wait, hold on. Sorry.
Sure.
The mushrooms, do they look like the mushrooms from the Dreamlands?
A bit. Yeah. Fucking refill your hand as you go.
Okay.
Says Doc
Well, I
Bolton.
spent time as one, so I mean.
Yes, you did. For those listening, yes, this character has been around. You remember when you used to be able to flute air through your head, Chris? You remember also somebody trying to eat part of your head, I believe. Maybe succeeding. Not sure. It looks as though right now you don't have to keep your rebreather and shit with you. You could set it carefully in the tunnel. It doesn't look like anybody's been anywhere close to this staircase carved with dancing mushrooms in a very long time, if ever.
Gonna continue on.
Are you leaving the scuba gear though?
No.
Carrying it is very heavy.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's made so that you can use it underwater, you know, where shit has like.
I'll leave it here.
All right. I'll make a note of it in case somebody comes here and goes, oh, so now you find scuba gear. Fuck you, Logan. Yeah. Actually, it's a rebreather. Okay, cool. Right. So you continue on?
Yeah.
You eventually get to a wide tunnel. It has fissures and cracks of some sort, bad smelling, egg smelling steam, something coming up from the earth.
Okay.
Give me a smell roll. And if you make smell, a geology roll.
I fumble my smell roll.
No problem. You don't need to worry about geology. It's apricots.
There's a big fruit pie below me.
Excellent. You continue on. You come to a long tunnel and continue through it. Eventually, this goes into more of a natural style tunnel. It has a shitload of stalactites and stalagmites, as well as a narrow stone bridge. There are narrow paths and many holes in the wall, which would be a bitch to get through, but still possible. Here, some sort of inky black substance bubbles away below.
Black blood of the earth.
And the whole thing is a maze. So go ahead and give me a navigation, land, or direction sense. Your choice.
Skill 5 and did not get it.
Excellent. I will roll at random in just a second here. Because the good news is, even if you fail it, you might end up going to where you want to. Sewer, where are you? There you are. Good. Who's a good boy? All right. So now we've got, let's see, different ways you could go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Roll a D3. If you get a 1, then I'll laugh at you.
3.
Oh, all right. So you find it as you're going along. First, something happens. You can give me a danger sense roll to avoid it getting a surprise attack on you. Otherwise,
monster that's at the wall.
There's a picture of it. Rawr, it comes out and attempts to grab you and suck you into the wall.
I did not make my danger sense
On its surprise round. So We will now go into standard combat. Villains are first and then a fucking negative. God damn it, it says, as they're stunned, screaming like a little schoolgirl's approved. Hold on a minute. Are you don't get to do anything except maybe scream like a little schoolgirl because this is its surprise attack. Let's see. Stats, there it is. Okay, normally it's got a great grapple, but now it's down to about a 50-50 chance. Rolling for less than 50. God damn it. And comes out, yeah. What do you want? Pretty much your only thing you do is
I scream. Why not?
go for it. You're alone. Nobody's going to see you scream. Perfect. And right. This really makes it mad as it's lost the element of surprise. We go into next round. Heroes are first, villains are second, and may not attack. Screaming and terrors approved. What do you do, Chris? Take another card. It goes. It's just like in a shitty movie.